Welcome back everybody, it's Mitz, Level Up Bassin. Today's installation video is the TACTIK HD Front Bumper with hoop for the 18 to 23 Jeep Wrangler GL and Gladiator GT. I'm going to do the installation, show you what you need. Hopefully maybe this will be about an hour or so to get the old one pulled off and the new one put on, and I'll take you through all the steps. Some notes: this is the factory hardware that comes with it. It's 3/4 inch D-rings. They are very solid with the hardware mounting kit and the instructions. In addition to this, I have ordered the factory fog light trim pieces. I think this is the actual mount that converts over. In some red D-rings from Automatch Off-Road. So we'll go through this installation process. I'll show you all of this good stuff. We'll link to everything below. But next, let's get that old stock bumper off and get this guy on. So there are 8 plastic pop rivets. Tool like this makes your life easy. Just get right under the lip and you can pop them right down. And we'll just go down the row and get all those out, and then we'll go on to step 2. There you go. You gotta find the 2 hidden screws right there. We'll get those out. On to step 3. So this is worth showing a little bit more of a close-up. So these are the guys that you're moving all over the place. These trim tools are extremely valuable, and basically what you can see is, if it gets in focus, there's a little groove on one side that if you get the lip just under there, you can kind of work this tool underneath, and then when it's in, you lift up. And it's much easier when it's not in your hand. So that pops up, and what it does is it removes it from inside down here. Then you come back with the same tool, go underneath, give it a rock, and they pop right out. So you'll encounter these all over projects, and it's a great tool to have. The kit that I picked up is this guy right here. I've already used it 1,000 times in these projects with the Jeep. I'll link to it in the description. Picked it up from Amazon. It's got multiple different angles, so when you get those really tough ones you can't get to, this has the tool for the job. Again, the right tool for the job saves you so much time. So I definitely recommend going out and getting one of these trim tool kits. So on to the next step. Here's where you have to be a little bit of a contortionist and have the right tools. Back under the truck, and we're looking for 2 bolts that sit right next to the bracket under the lip of the bumper. So these are 18mm bolts, deep socket, and they're the next 2 to remove. Okay, still under the truck. We got the 2 off from this side and the other side, and the 2 from this side and the other side. And now you need to locate the fog light plug. There's a little pinch clip on one side. You push it in, give it a pull, and it should come right out. But I will need 2 hands. So I'm gonna reach in, pull it out, and we're moving on to the next step. Now we have to remove the fog lamps by removing these small screws on both sides. So once again, you'll need your tool to get in and pop out the wire harness holders. And now you have access to the wiring, so we can take all that out. Now, the wiring is out. Removing the fog lights from the old housing on these little round grommets. There's a corner and one on each side that you can squeeze, and then you kind of push the plastic up, work your way around, go to the next one, squeeze, push the plastic up, and you should be able to pop these off once you get all of them loose, and it comes right out. So we go out of the old housing into the new. Push the wire through, find the right hole, give it a little push, clips right in. So now this is the part that everybody complains about, is when you're getting this in here, somehow you have to get your hand behind to hold the nut, get the nut on and screw it in, kind of the balancing act. So definitely something you want to do with room and time. I'm going to give that a shot right now. There's no question that the fog lights are a pain. So you have to somehow get your hands underneath to hold the little bolt. So I recommend something like this, some needle nose that are on an angle. What I'm doing is I'm getting the screw, the nut in the angle. I can get this up and behind just enough, drop the screw in and drill it in. So it's definitely hard to get the one in the top left corner, but the other three, this method's working really, really well. The needle nose with the bend work great for this one, and this one. The one that is right here is virtually impossible. You cannot get your hands down and around. Zip tie. I got 3 in there nice and solid. The zip tie, I can go right in, grab it, feed it around, zip tie it, and that's going to make this one hold just fine. I got 3 in there solid, and this one I can't. I'll fight with that for 2 days and not get to it. So kind of a bad design there, but a zip tie might be your best friend. So interestingly enough, it's perfect length. Went right up the bar, all the way around, and came out to the other fog light. I got a feeling I'll be taking this bumper on and off a few times when I add the winch and do whatever. So I'm going to try this and see if it works out. So this could be a little nice little keep the wires protected and keep them out of the way. So we are kind of on the home stretch here. Next, we're going to get the bolts on both sides of the frame back on. That'll hold the bumper on. Right now it's just floating. Hopefully it doesn't fall off and kill me. But it's pretty solid. It's not going anywhere unless I hit it. I took the fog light out. This clip has an issue, so I got to pop this in again. But other than that, running it through the round pipe really did keep it out of the way and worked out really well. Came out on the other side nice. So we're just going to cinch up these bolts and consider this a project, and I'll show you the finished look in a little bit. So here's the bumper in daylight. I think it looks pretty good. What you'll notice is that it has a little bit meaner look to it, a little bit more aggressive, shows the tire well. I was actually able to reuse just the plastic skid plate and I actually took my cutoff and I lopped off that little extra piece that's right here, and it tucked it in really nice. So quite impressed. A decent bumper from Quadratec, from TACTIK, and really like the way it came out. So if you made it this far in the video, hopefully you found something you like. Definitely like and subscribe, leave some comments. I'd like to keep these Jeep videos going. I do have some installation videos which are coming up soon. It's Mitz, Level Up Bassin'.